Okay, hello everybody, welcome to TìandTarot, or welcome back to TìandTarot if you've been here before. So today's theme for this tarot reading is witches, and so of course we'll be looking into what power you are tapping into right now. So go ahead and pick your pile. We've got 4 piles to pick from today in this pick a pile reading. Pile 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once you pick your pile, I'll reveal the witch that you have, and you also have crystals to choose from for this reading. So for pile 1, we have a Selenite tower. For pile 2, we have a Opal mushroom. For pile 3, we have some Amethyst. And for pile 4, we have a Selenite half moon druzy. Sorry, a Carnelian half moon druzy. Okay, and let's reveal your witch. So pile 1, this is your witch. For pile 2, this is your witch. For pile 3, this is your witch. And pile 4, this is your witch. Okay, so let's get straight into your reading. Okay, hello my pile 1s, welcome to your reading. So you chose the Selenite crystal with the Buffy the Vampire Slayer deck Magician, who is Willow. So let's get into your reading. I'm going to try and make this broom shaped, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we've got the 9 of Thunder. We've got the Lovers. We've got the 4 of Cups in reverse. We have the 6 of Stones in reverse. And we have the Harvest of Wands. Okay. The power you're tapping into is definitely connected to love, but I'm trying to work out whether or not it's in a positive way or not, because we've got this lone wolf like howling, looking up to the moon. We've got this person who's also on their own, looking up to the sky, you know, kind of like wishing, looking for hope. And then we've got the Magician with Willow, who, for those of you who don't know, who haven't watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, she was a very powerful witch, but it got in the way of her relationship. And then when her relationship was on good terms again with her partner passed away or got murdered, and she, her witch powers kind of exploded, and she was kind of very, very powerful, but in a very destructive way. And so I think it can go both ways for you, because we're getting this energy of something not being generous with you, and something being unstable. And that could be the type of love you've experienced. It hasn't been kind, it hasn't been stable, and you found yourself on your own. So the power you're tapping into could go to one of 2 ways, depending on how you use it. But essentially, it's like the power driven by emotion, by passion, and as any sort of witch will know, any spells or any divination done with any type of high emotion at the time is generally not a good idea. But if you're like wishing on a star for love, for that generous kind of stable kind love, it will come in. But if you're kind of wishing for vengeance on every sort of person who has done you wrong or has betrayed you in some kind of way, I could also see that manifesting in as well, because it depends where you're directing your energy and how you're choosing to use how you feel in that moment to manifest what reality. So it can go one of 2 ways. You can either use this power that's driven by emotion and by betrayal in love to spread more love, and spread more joy, and hope that no one else goes through that kind of thing. Or you can wish for vengeance, and I could see that coming in as well. because you've got kind of an unmatched power. I wouldn't say the most power, like I wouldn't say it's the highest power there is, but it's definitely a one that's hard to challenge with the Willow card there as well. So that's something I'm seeing. I also think it's about dispelling the illusions as well, because if you use your emotion and your energy and put it into something else, like put it into a hobby or a passion of yours, it will give you the clarity you need to see the situation more clearly. Whereas when you act in the moment, this emotional power that you're tapping into can be quite destructive rather than like harnessed for good. But that is what I'm seeing for you, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I know it's a quick one, but it's a part of a series I'm doing where I'm just tapping into different themes within tarot. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you were drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Tuesdays and Thursdays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello my pile 2s, welcome to your reading. So this is your witch and this is your crystal. So we're going to try and make a broom out of today's spread. But essentially we want to check what power you're tapping into. So you have the 3 of Cups. You have the Ace of Thunder in reverse. You have the Devil in reverse. You have the 10 of Wands. This is your power. It's no one else's. It's not like a helping hand from any spiritual being or god or anything like that. You've got the 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is definitely your own power. It's not coming from anything else. You're not receiving it, you're giving it. So it's a power that's yours that you're using. It's like an auric power, because I'm seeing a lot of connection with you and animals. I'm seeing the auras around these friends. There's a denouncing of like any sort of external power being provided to you or having a hold over you. You're quite free. And also with the connection with animals, that's something you get through your kindness, your own actions towards them. And I can see you carrying the weight of this power on your back. It's your own. It's your own power that you're using. It's no one else's to take from you. And it's definitely to do with your like aura as well. I think you have the power to see things clearly for what they are. Dispel illusions, see people for who they are, see situations for what they are, because with auras, that's the case, isn't it? If you can see it, you can see the truth of somebody. And it's around these people, it's here in this sky, and you're putting the power out towards it as well. I think as well you have the power to change people's auras based on how you treat them, because of course, like, if you're spreading kindness and positivity, it can change someone else's life. It really can, and they can be more kind and positive and share that generously with others as well. I see that you've got a lot of power to share with others, a lot of power to give, and it's a power of like generosity, kindness, this transformation that you can bestow onto others based on how you treat them. And it's the power to see people for who they are as well, so that you're never caught up in any sort of like turmoil, because you're always going to be able to kind of see people for their true intentions and choose to stay or choose to move away. There's also like ginger in your pile. We've got this ginger witch here, we've got another one there and another one there. I'm not sure what that means, but it always reminds me of like a natural witch, because you know, like in like Scottish and Irish, like particularly they're kind of, I've forgotten the word, like folklore or whatever. I feel like it's just natural for like normally a witch of those tales to be like Ginge. So I always think of like natural witch, or like, you know, in Practical Magic, there's 2 sisters. One of them's Ginge and then the other one has 2 kids. And one of her kids is Ginge as well. I just feel like it gives a natural streak of witchiness, okay? Even the cat has orange eyes. But yeah, that was just coming through. This is definitely your own power. It's something you've always had. It can't be taken from you. It can't be held over you because it's yours. And it's something you're choosing to wield. And it's to do with your kindness, your ability to see things for what they are and dispel illusions, reveal the truth, set people free and set yourself free as well. Because in being kind and in being like seeing things for what they are and being a truth teller, you have the power to unlock things and set things free. So I can see you kind of rectifying wrongs, healing old wounds for people, and helping people to move on, even yourself as well. Like, this is quite a generous power that you're using right now. But that is the power that you're tapping into right now, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It was a quick one, but it's because it's a part of a series that I'm doing where I'm exploring different themes in tarot and just giving you like a quick message. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you're drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Tuesdays and Thursdays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello my pile 3s. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the Amethyst, and this is your witch. I've just realised as well, she often wears like lilacs and purples, and you picked Amethyst, which is also purple. So it could be that the colour purple is relevant to your power right now. And purple is often mystery, royalty, regalness. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. We're going to try and make like a broomstick with the spread. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. We have the Ten of Stones. Oh, lovely. We've got the Fool. And we have the Magician, and we have an extra card for you, so I'm also going to pop that on here. But you've also got the High Priestess as well. Wow, crazy. Very, very powerful with the High Priestess and the Magician, yeah, there. And then with the Ace of Cups, we got the Fool. It's definitely giving a new power that you've not experienced before. And it's really interesting because I think it has something to do with manifestation of your dreams as well as of transformations and entering new transitionary periods. So I think you'll be able to unlock new phases time and time again. So when you're ready to move on to the next phase in your life, you'll be able to do that. When you're ready to open a new door, receive a new opportunity, you're able to manifest this in, because it's almost like you're sending a message out to the universe and it's getting received with this bird landing on her cup here. It's like you can request things. That's how you manifest. And the spirit world responds. And with the Ten of Stones, it's going to lead to a lot of comfort, a lot of life fulfillment, a lot of joy, a lot of security, stability, feeling accomplished, feeling like you are where you're meant to be. I can just see that if you put it out into the universe. Like if you're like, this is what I want. Like both of these cards, this person has their hands out either side, like they're holding a massive beach ball, as we say in yoga. If you do yoga with Adrian on YouTube. But it's almost like reaching her hands out and being like, I'm ready to receive. And then with the butterfly wings, it's like it comes to you. With this bird landing on her cup, it comes to you. So if you're ready for a new phase, a new opportunity to move through a new transitionary period, you can always ask and it will always happen. And there's little eggs here as well in the Ten of Stones. Because it's like you have endless possibilities to start something new and grow from that period, grow from that phase of your life. So the power you're tapping into is manifestation power, transition power as well, like transformation power, transitionary period power. Those are your two main kind of powers coming in here. Is that you have endless possibilities available to you because of this as well. Okay, so that was a quick reading for you today, guys, but I hope you enjoyed it. That's because it's a part of a series that I'm doing where I explore different themes in tarot to give you a quick message. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you were drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Tuesdays and Thursdays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello my pile 4s. So you chose the witch, and you're correct to pick this one because it's the best, because I made it. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So I want to try and make like a broomstick spread to like fit the theme. But firstly, you've got the Six of Cups for the type of power you're tapping into right now. Love that. You've got the Five of Wands. You have the Four of Cups in reverse. You have the Six of Stones in reverse. Oh, you have the Moon in reverse. Interesting. Okay. I think a part of the power you're tapping into right now, first of all, the power isn't yours. It's definitely an external source. And it doesn't belong to you. It can be removed at any point in time if this power chooses to. It seems to be a power that's coming from previous witches, from like your ancestry, or just in general from the world, previous witches. Although apparently, like, I think it's like every person can be like, I don't know what I was going to say. I think I was going to say something like every person can be tied back to the same woman or something. Well, every woman can, because we can always find the matriarchal lineage, and it's much shorter than the patriarchal lineage. I don't know how that works, but my point was, even if they're not your ancestors, you are connected to that energy anyway, because it's all the previous generations of women. But that's kind of the power that I'm getting. And I think the power you're tapping into is going to help you a lot in connections. So being able to kind of see people for who they are, being matched with people who love you for who you are, regardless of what you can give them or what you have to offer. They just like being around you. You're being matched with people who are like-minded. This power that you have, it's like you're exuding an energy or an aura that's drawing in the right kind of people. So even if you're you know, you don't have a lot to give materially, these people won't care, because they're not with you for material things. They're around you because they care about you. And then vice versa as well. If there are people who kind of want to use you materially, you'll be able to see through that illusion really well because of this power you're tapping into. It's like an intuitive power. It's your inner knowledge. It's your innate knowledge from previous generations passed down to you. That's the power of it, really. So it helps you to discern the good from the bad in the crowd around you. But also there's a big sense of like mystery around the source of this power. I think it's like, it's very intimate between you and this power source, because it's almost like this person has been picked. Like, she's staring at the moon's staring back, and the moon's like glowing on her. And here you've got this full moon as well. So it feels like moon magic, but it also feels like you're like chosen for some reason by this source. Like this source of power was just like, let me help this person out in particular. There seems to be like an intuitive connection, some sort of divine connection there between you and this power, connecting the two of you. With this rainbow here and the synchronicities, it's almost like it gives the energy of like when you eventually pass, your power will join onto this power as well. And you'll continue to help future generations as well in the same kind of way, helping them out to see who's using them, who isn't, to remove those illusions and keep them safe essentially in connections with others. So that's the power that I see that you're tapping into right now, pile 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. I know it was a quick one today, but it's because it's a part of a series I'm doing where I'm exploring different themes in tarot and just giving you a quick message. If you were drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now, and if not, I hope to see you here next week on Tuesdays and Thursdays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye guys!